まず1階エルストボーデンは
First, the first floor, Ersteboden.
一部階段を除き完全に浸水しました。
The whole floor is flooded except for one segment of stairs. Gotcha.
浸水1階全体が
Flooded? The whole first floor? Oh no!
はい。隔壁もすべて下ろされ、通路を通行することはできません。
Yes, all the partitions have dropped, and it isn't possible to get through any of its corridors.
つまりどうやっても上には行けない。
In other words, there's no way to speed up my slow-ass text. But yes, there's no way up.
そういうことです。
That is correct. Ellipses.
また、ツバイトシュトック、ドリットシュトックについてですが、
And as for Zweitestock and Dritastock,
第3区画は防水扉の閉鎖が間に合わず、完全浸水し
the
ています。
watertight doors did not close in time, and Sector 3 is completely flooded. Okay, that's, is that the same as the other pathway? Now every time something happens, I'm going to try and remember, is this the same or is it different? The big differences I'll definitely notice at least, but the small ones I might miss. Which could be what catches me off guard with a plot twist. Hopefully. That'd be neat.
その他の区画の各フロアは今のところ健在です。
All other sectors and other floors are currently fine. This is the kind of thing that I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention to what was flooded and what wasn't in the other pathway, so...
ただし、いくつかの部屋には先ほど流入した海水が溜まっています。
However, some rooms do have water from the flood we just experienced. Ah, what about the whale room? That's one room that I do remember wasn't flooded till later on. So how about that one? Also, something to note is that there was a time where Shonen mistook Mayo for Coco and thought he was pulling back Coco, and maybe he kind of was, but was also pulling back Mayo. Does that mean Mayo and Coco have a link? In which case, maybe Mayo really will be my imaginary girlfriend in this playthrough. Maybe. We'll see.
現在排水ポンプを稼働していますが、完全排水には相当な時間を要するものと思われます。
Currently, the bilge pumps are functioning, but it will take a lot of time for the water to completely drain.
排水ポンプ
Bilge pumps? That's a term I don't remember, but whatever.
電気は普通に使えてるってことだよね。
Does that mean we have electricity? If I was to do a proper voice for Coco, I'd be like, does that mean we have Does that mean we have electricity? Yeah. Does that mean we have electricity? Electricity? Can I say the word right? Does that mean we have electricity? Yeah. She has troubles. If she has trouble saying the words, maybe it'll sound more kid-like. Electricity?
そうですね。
Let's see. She responded. She responded. Confirm she responded.
エレベーターを含め一部の電子的システムが制御不能に陥っています。
Some parts of the elevator system, including the elevator, are not functioning. I think that's a response. Because that, yeah, you was like, bilge pump, and then Sora's like, let's see. Sora could have been ignoring this comment. Maybe. No, but she's mentioning electric, so I'm thinking she's responding to Coco. I'm just trying to be certain here, because this is a big deal.
原因は不明ですが、各区画の反線断線が影響しているでしょう。
The cause of this is unclear, but it would seem that the circuit damage in each sector is playing a role.
先ほどまで私が十分に状況を把握できなかったのも、その
That is another reason that I was not able to survey the situation adequately before. What does she mean she wasn't able to? Oh my god, Takeshi, really? Really? It's like, I already thought there were a decent amount of hints to this, but they're just like, shoving them up your throat in Takeshi's pathway. Like, how do you not get it yet? Again, the shonens love dense, Takeshi's everything else dense. Or at least smart dense. He's a derp. Something about her words nagged in my mind, but I listened to the rest of what she had to say. I mean, I don't know if I would have fully figured it out if I hadn't played Shonen's Pathway first, but I probably would. I don't think I would have gotten the exact thing right, but I probably would have by this point guessed, oh, so she's like some kind of robot or something that ties into the system. I might not have guessed completely accurately what it was. In fact, I probably wouldn't have, but I would have had a general idea by now, I'm guessing, based on my predicting habits.
しかし、発電機は正常に機能しており、電力は供給されています。
However, the generator is functioning normally and supplying power.
ですから、発電、循環系統にトラブルがない限りは、ある程度時間がかかっても、排水
So
は
as
完
long
了
as
で
the
きま
generator
す。
is operating as well as the circuitry, the water should be cleared with time. Good.
ちなみに、館内の内部圧は1気圧です。
Incidentally, the internal air pressure of the complex is 1 atmosphere.
酸素濃度 22%、 窒素濃度 75%、 ヘリウム濃度 3%。
I don't remember if this is exactly the same or not. I'm gonna have to, I'll be getting to this video soon in editing, I think. And then maybe I'll be able to find out, in Shonen's pathway, I mean, if this is the same or not. But yeah, 22% oxygen, 75% nitrogen, 3% helium, and 24 degrees Celsius. Okay, keep that in mind. I'm not sure if those numbers are all the same, but I'll try to keep those in mind.
当分私たちが中で過ごしていくことは可能。
What you're basically saying is we're safe for a while, right? Is she? Yeah, indeed, that's right. So same as the other one. 1 atmosphere, that's the same, I remember that.
申し訳ありません。その通りです。
I'm sorry, that is correct. Why are you sorry? Stop being sorry! Oh, I'm sorry, we are safe for a while. I'm sorry, you're wrong, that's what you would say.
皆さんには今しばらくの間、館内でお待ちいただくことになります。
Everyone will be forced to wait inside the complex for a while. This feels really fast. Is this because I played Shonen's Pathway first? Again, this is another thing where it feels like we're going through the beginning stuff much faster with Takeshi than we did with Shonen. So, was that because I chose to play Shonen's first and they know that I don't need a long explanation for a lot of this? Or is Takeshi's just faster in the beginning? It's gonna make me wonder. For a while, how long is that?
救助が来るまでです。
Until help comes.
救援要請はずっと送り続けています。
I'm continually sending out help for assistance. However, requesting help.
現在、それが届く保証はありません。
Right now, there is no guarantee it'll reach anyone.
インゼルヌルへの通信線は非常回線も含め物理的遮断によって使用不能です。
All communication lines to Inselno, including the emergency ones, have been physically severed and are unusable. Okay, that makes it pretty damn clear that somebody's fucking with us.
また、海底ケーブルでのネットワーク接続、音波式水中通話、共に試していますが、
I've also been attempting to make contact via seafloor cable network using sonar. Yeah, I don't think they mentioned that in that they were all physically cut. I don't think they mentioned that in Shonen's, which would make it a lot more obvious that yeah, somebody's manually trying to fuck with us.
通信系の回復のめどはまだ立っていません。
Right now, I cannot estimate when the network will be back online. So we're like little kids lost smack in the middle of the ocean and nobody can hear our SOS. Well, then we just wait it out and deal with the problems and titties as they come.
はい。
Exactly. So at least this far, that's the same. And then we find Mayo dead. Oh shit, this is different. Those are the cold hard facts we had to face. I'm very curious what Miles' role in this is gonna be. There was every reason for everyone to get depressed. I sighed. And of course, as the beacon of hope, even in Takeshi's playthrough, you is the one who lights the spirits. Alright, we gotta stay in good spirits. It's interesting to note that Tsugumi seems by far the most gloomy of the characters, and you seems by far the most chipper. And they seem to be like the main girls for each of Shonen and Takeshi, at least I'm guessing. So, it's interesting. Although Shonen is generally kind of gloomy, Takeshi, I'm not going to say Takeshi's generally upbeat, but I think by default he's a bit more upbeat than Shonen, so that's probably why they're having an opposite track thing. One of the group was determined to dispel the gloomy atmosphere. You spoke so fast it was almost scary.
不肖庫の救命艦女子第1年短期アルバイト田中指星はるかなが救助隊の到着まで皆様をご案内いたします。
Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit, this is huge! I didn't realize how big the differences were gonna be. Holy shit! I'm a first-year student at Kumikan Girls College, and I work here part-time. My name is Yubisei Harukana Tanaka. I'll be your guard until the rescue team comes. Holy shit! So, first of all, she's mentioning right away what her college was, which she definitely didn't do in Shonen's Pathway, and that she works here part-time versus full-time, which she definitely didn't do in Shonen's Pathway. More importantly, not only is she being super open about her full name, which in the other one, she avoided like the plague. In the other pathway, she went out of her way to not say that and only say it like it was really personal to Shonen, that as opposed to here, which she's saying it to everyone. But what's even more important than that, I mean, the fact that even when I started to see her say Yubisei, like even before I saw the rest of it, I was like, oh shit, she's saying her full name just like that, that's a big deal. But then it gets immediately followed up by a bigger deal. Part of her last name is different. Actually, no, it's first name. It's still middle name, first you know what I mean. Harukana, not Akikana. And I remember when I played as Shonen, that he made a deal out of thinking that her name was Akikana, and that Aki it means either fall or spring or something. He was thinking that in his head, and usually when you get a fall, you get a spring with it. And Haru is the other one. I don't remember which is which, but I remember him thinking that. And at the time, I was like, oh, okay, does that mean she has a twin or something? And in here, we have this instead. Oh my gosh. What the hell does this mean? She's got a different part of her first name. Holy shit. So, what if she is like... What if she's the you from Shonen's Pathway? How different is everybody's backstory gonna be? Holy shit! What if, like, she lives out this pathway, and then somehow she ends up being the mother of the you from Shonen's Pathway's you? Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! This is awesome! This is awesome! This is what I wanted, but I did not expect this to happen. I thought it was going to be boring, a little bit boring, getting through it, and it would only get interesting at the end when things started getting really different and I started clinging to a certain person, but it's so different and I love it! I love it! Okay, let's keep going. Rat-tap-tap-ta-da! That's also different. Hey, wait, what did you just say? I'm a freshman at Kumikan Girls College. I don't remember if the school is the same or not. I think it is, but that's a detail I do not remember. And it turns out that's the most important detail of all. I work here part-time and only over the holidays. Okay. Well, I'm kind of new to this whole tour thing, but I'll be leading the tour. Okay, so she's just going straight to, well, if we're stuck here for a while, I'll go straight to a tour. Why not? Maybe in Shonen's Pathway she was more interested in being kind of Shonen. But yeah, maybe Shonen could be very different. Like, everybody could be very different. Because you clearly has a very different thing going on with her. So, okay. No, after that. The long-ass name, yeah. That you said very casually.
Huh?
You mean my name?
Tanaka Yubisei Harukana.
And you said it so that's awesome. Yubisei Harukana Tanaka. Okay, then I'm just gonna keep calling you Yubisei if I ever have to use your full name, because you've got two different first names. Harukana and Akikana. Holy shit, what does that mean? What's the significance? Oh my god, this is so cool. I'm so curious. Anyways. Yubisei what?
Tanaka Yubisei Harukana.
Tanaka Yubisei Harukana. Or, in English, because we say the first name first and the surname last, Yubisei Harukana Tanaka. I can't get my tongue around that. That's why I said you can call me you. The last name is a pain, isn't it? The long name is a pain, isn't it? Nah, I'm fine with Yubisei Harukana. I think I prefer Yubisei Akikana, but, regardless, I like your name and your other name. Still, though, you're very much open about it as opposed to the other one. And it's a fucking different name, but, yeah. Hey, I have a question. Another Gloom Destroyer appeared. What might that be? Okay, I think that's the first time we're directly addressing her. With Sora, she could have potentially been glancing over a question. Now we know for absolutely sure that they actually see her and that I'm not mind-fucking. Oh boy! Jeez, they're wasting no time in making this trippy. Can I call you Nakyu? Oh man, I really want to now when I beat this game, I'm gonna try my best to find a blind LP of this and see if I can find somebody who plays Takeshi first. Myself personally, I was way more interested in Shonen, but Takeshi is the first option, so I'm inclined to think somebody who has made a blind LP of this and picked Takeshi first, because I really want to see what their experience would be like. But anyways, can I call you Nakyu?
どうぞどうぞ。あなたのお名前は。
Yes, please do, and what is your name? She doesn't even bring it up. She didn't even bring up the fact that that's what Mayo has called her for so long. I feel like if this is like, you know, where she's friends with Mayo and all that's going down, she would have thought to herself, or at least even if she didn't say it out loud, she would have stuttered a bit and been like, "Oh, that's what my friends called me. That's what my friend calls me. How do you know that name?" There definitely seems to be a link of some kind between Coco and Sarah. Oh my gosh! I was not ready for today. I'm excited, I'm happy, but I was not ready.
Yagami Coco です。
Coco Yagami! Yagami. Did we ever hear Coco's last name before? I don't know. I feel like I recognize Yagami from somewhere. I don't know where though. God damn it. Oh, if it's important, it'll plot twist me eventually. But, or maybe I'm supposed to remember, but I don't remember. Anyways.
ほいでもってこっちはピピ。
And this is Pee-Pee. She's got Pee-Pee with her. Her pet dog appeared from nowhere. Boy, was she full of energy. Leave it to elementary school kids.
お年は？
And how old are you? I'm 30. Oh, they grow old so fast these days.
中3。
She's got a baby face. We wondered if Shonen had a baby face. Whoo boy. So that technically though you're still in middle school, not quite high school. Assuming they're using the middle school system, which I think they are. I'm in 9th grade. What?
どうかしたの？
What? What's the matter? No, it's nothing. Also, I cannot help but draw the similarities between the bows. The double bows and the one bow. I mean, I don't know, everything seems connected, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, it's nothing. I thought that surprises never cease. Good job, Takeshi. I'll let it slide because you're a Yosuke. No, but what? What?
ココとピピね。よろしくね。
Nice to meet you, Coco and Pee-Pee. I understand the general idea that you're surprised, but what does it say? I thought that surprises never cease. That's probably the worst line in the game so far. Like, that's the hardest to understand. I think I know basically what he's thinking, but that line of dialogue really doesn't help at all. Thank you!
1たす1は？
What a cute dog!
あ、賢い。
And so smart, too!
そうしょ？そう思うしょ？
I think so, too! Dog's the mastermind? Maybe. I wondered if maybe there wasn't enough oxygen in the room. I was getting a headache. Oh, and now you're gonna start seeing Mayo? Maybe? Maybe. Oh, she still hasn't said her name. Girl in the black clothes gave our upbeat companions a cool stare. You noticed the look.
それでそちらの彼女は？
And how about you over there, Miss Gloomy? Do you have a name you care to share with me? Now that Mayo isn't around, I can't have my chummy friend. I'm gonna need somebody else to chum around with. Are you up for it, Tsugumi? Fuck off, bitch. Huh? Why are you asking me? Oh, you're asking me? Wait, wait, what? Oh, what? Okay, that's confusing.
あなたの連れじゃないの？
Aren't you together? What? Why would you think that? Maybe we'll be in the future. That seems like, because it's the only girl he has left to get with, as far as I'm aware, but, okay. Baka? What are you talking about? Oh, you just think it makes sense? Based on the pizza sandwich she tasted in the other pathway and got all drooly over? What's that supposed to mean?
つぐみ
Oh, finally learning her name. She's Tsugumi. I realized the girl had spoken.
小町つぐみ
Is that her first time learning her last name? I believe it is. Lots of last names we're learning in this one. Tsugumi Komachi. Okay. It was just loud enough to make out what she was saying. And again, we never learned that in Shonen's Pathway. Even if it was something she privately maybe said to Takeshi, it's something we never learned as Shonen. And it's interesting because there were things that we never found out as Shonen, right? There were things that it seemed like occasionally Takeshi would be doing that didn't fully make sense, and I thought, oh, they'll make sense when I play as Takeshi. But no, because it's a very different story if you play as Takeshi. So, maybe certain elements will be similar enough that I can assume that's what was going on, but it'll be interesting. Or maybe there's other things I can do in Shonen's Pathway to somehow find out what certain other things were. Like, I'm sure, like, the secrets with, like, Mayo and stuff I can find out by going her Pathway, but I'm not sure about, like, stuff like with Takeshi, like, how he found a way to switch between the floors was never fully explained. But, anyways, maybe that'll be explained in this Pathway anyways, but we'll see.
それが名前
That's my name.
つぐみって言うんだ。よろしくね。
Hi, Tsugumi, nice to meet ya! Ellipses. She turned her back. You shrugged slightly. I thought Tsugumi might have been embarrassed. Or maybe she's just a bitch. There was something kind of cute about her. Oh, so straight away, we're already latching straight onto that. Okay. Did Shonen ever do that? I know the girls would always imply that they're into him. The guy didn't do that much for them though. Maybe this one it'll be the reverse. He's like hitting on all the girls and none of them like him at all. Until maybe Tsugumi's like, okay, I kind of like you in a tsundere sort of way with more soon than Derek. Tsugumi. I think that's a bird's name. Oh, really? Is it? I was not aware. What bird? Remember her tugging me along in the aquarium and running like the wind. That is true. She did save my arse. Ah, but that didn't necessarily happen near the pathway, so now I'm gonna have to separate the pathways. Like, there's the bitch Tsugumi, and now there's the slightly less bitch Tsugumi so far. In fact, so far she hasn't really been a bitch, she's just been, you know, cold and standoffish. Speaking of Tsugumi, we still don't know why she was in that Tanuki suit. And here's the question, like, that's a thing that undeniably happened, right? Everything in the prologue is something that happened for both of them, right? We can assume. So, that Tanuki suit thing happened for both of them, but maybe we'll only get an explanation in this one? I was thinking maybe it only really happened in this one, but I'm like, wait, no, it was a prologue, but I don't know, because I'm not sure how much we're going to find out about Tsugumi in Shonen's Pathway, because it seemed like there's mysteries for her in that pathway, but again, how many crossovers, and how many are there going to be, like, you know, oh, thanks for helping me back there. What are you mad about? Oh, okay, this is I have to make a new save here. Now that I know that this is really important, because I want to do all the choices, I'm going to try to make an effort to do that, but, I'm going to make an effort to do that, so I'm going to keep this one in mind, but, now that I know that it's a very different story, I want to be a little less gung-ho about jumping at all the choices. Anyways. Where are you, Mayo? Anyways. Okay. 1308. Alright, I remember her tugging me along in the aquarium. So, thanks for helping me back there. I'm gonna be nice, why not? I'm pretty sure she's gonna be my love interest, so why not? Hey Tsugumi, thanks for helping back there. I walked over to her and said this.
何のこと
What are you talking about? I don't like you. Go away. Wait till we're in private. You saved me in the aquarium, right?
助けたんじゃないわ
I didn't mean to save you. It was an accident. I'm sorry. What?
邪魔だったから
You were in the way. I saved you for convenience. What? What?
あんなところで転ばれたら邪魔だから
If you had tumbled there, you would have been in the way.
要するに足手まといだったの
I mean, you were an obstacle. Tsugumi looked annoyed as she said this. Yeah, right. You want my body. You know it. Maybe you don't realize it yet, but you know it. This chick's intense and scary. I think I like it. Kawaii. In my mind, I retracted my earlier thoughts about her being cute. Yeah, right. You're gonna think of them again. She's the tsundere. You know it. Tsugumi and I glared at each other for a while. We hadn't yet realized that we were mad in love, but it'll come.
まあまあ、二人とも仲良く。
You two, let's get along now. We're getting along more than you realize, you. You jumped in between us. I walked away from Tsugumi and she looked away from me. I wonder if like, Yu still has the troubles with like her father and mother, or if that's gonna be completely gone or different, or oh my gosh. Anyways.
ソラ、あなたも自己紹介しようよ。
Sora, it's your turn to introduce yourself. Oh, so we're just gonna be finding this out not... Oh, this is much... Again, another thing we're gonna be finding out much sooner if she does explain who she is. Although, in this case, it was also foreshadowed a lot more. But, so we find it out sooner, but it's foreshadowed a lot more, which makes sense if they're gonna do it that way, but it's interesting. Just in general, we seem to be finding things out a lot sooner with Takeshi. Foreshadowing or not. Yu, who was totally in control of the situation, and of course Yu's name, finding that out way much sooner. Anyways, turned to Sora, who was working on the computer. Yu didn't seem quite as in control in Shonin's pathway, honestly. They're making very much a point that Yu is kind of like the leader here. And that was kind of a thing in Shonin's pathway, but she also seemed a lot more troubled, probably because she was doing the thing with, you know, her father and her mother and whatever. So... Oh, this raises so many questions. Like, the whole reason she even took this part-time job was to look for information on her father, at least in Shonin's pathway, so is that the same or different here? Oh my gosh, we never found out who Shonin was waiting for in the beginning of the game, and okay.
あ、私ですか?
Oh, you mean me? Sora took her hands from the machine and came towards as if she was gliding. Yup, she just doesn't even give a fuck in this pathway. In the other pathway, she was like, tried to be a lot more like, I want to be a real person, kinda. Maybe that's also different. Maybe her AI is different. Oh my gosh. How many subtle and major differences will there be?
申し遅れました。私は茜ヶ崎空と申します。レミュー開発部のシステムエンジニアです。
Pardon me for the belated introduction. I am Sora Akanekazaki. Note that it says, Aka, not Aki. Because, Yu's full name, that's where I thought I drew a connection, was Yubisei Akikane. But that's Aki, not Aka. And she has an Aka. I thought it was Aki, but now that I'm seeing it, no, it's definitely different. So, that might just be a coincidence. When I first saw Yu's full name, I thought, oh, she related to Sora somehow, but no. Okay. Yeah, she's an engineer, so we're finding that out a good bit sooner. Oh, but she hasn't mentioned yet that she's a hologram, has she?
一応、主任代理ということになっています。
Actually, I'm the assistant chief. Okay, so far she hasn't revealed the twist. I think she's going to, though. It would just make sense. I thought that was something else. Assistant chief, huh? Let's see here. Again, I'm gonna make another save. Just gonna go along the bottom here. Save as Sora. Make a save of all the choices just to try to plow through them. Let's see here. I thought that was something else, or assistant chief, huh? I thought that was something else. Let's try to be smart about it. I thought that was something else. Wow? But something struck me as strange. Actually, it had been bothering me since before. Yeah, I'm smart about it. Oh, okay. I'm not actually incredibly stupid. If I choose to be. Basically, the assistant chief. She spoke about herself as if she were someone else. I was not able to gauge the situation. She spoke as if the problems in the system were her own. Ah, okay. He's actually putting the dots together. Alright, Takeshi, you actually get to have a bit of a eureka moment. Not that it's very important, but maybe it's important to you. Please do excuse me. System engineer, I wonder if she talks like that because of her job? That was what I thought, but I held my tongue. Oh, so you're not going to bring it up? Darn it, you failed Eureka! You almost had it, but you failed. I'm Takeshi Kuronari. I'm 20 years old, and a junior in college, thanks. Oh, this is something I wanted to know so much in the other pathway, was ages. Shonen was always wondering his own name and age and stuff, but he never found out. But he also never found out, at least as far as I played, he didn't find out, but he also never found out any of our stuff either.
倉成さん、改めましてよろしくお願いします。
Takeshi, nice to meet you. Indeed. That's a question. Anytime Sora addressed Takeshi in the pathway, because Sora makes it a habit of calling everybody by their last name. Did she call Takeshi Kuronari, or was she just calling him Takeshi? Because that's also an important factor. It sure is! Thank you. Yep, mucho gusto. Thanks, I know. I'm quite the muscly man. Haven't talked at all to Shonen yet in this pathway. Everyone laughed cheerfully. Hey, that's my thing. Ha ha ha. Dumb. Baka. Everybody laughed except Sagumi, that is. Even Shonen laughed? She's not on screen. He's not on screen. Blech. Took a little effort, but the atmosphere finally loosened up. You started gathering us up.
さてさて、
Okay, now everyone.
縁も竹縄となってまいりましたが、皆さんそろそろお開きに。
Okay, now that we've started having so much fun, it's time to say goodbye. And what happens?
は、ナッキュー、ちょっと待って。
Nakyu, wait a second. Oh, that Nakyu. That's just... Oh, what is up with that? What is your relationship to Mayo?
まだ名前を聞いてないよ。
We haven't asked somebody's name yet. Oh, now this is when we're gonna get to the shonen joke. Although we didn't actually get to the naming shonen until a decent way into the pathway, I think. I believe, but whatever the case. Coco pointed to the corner of the room.
僕のこと
Do you mean me? There's a special connection between Shonen and Coco, that's for sure. We'd completely forgotten him. He wasn't saying anything after all. I mean, to be fair, main characters tend to not say anything a lot. I mean, a lot of the time they're mute protagonists, so he's like almost there. He's almost mute. He'd been quiet the whole time. Trying to stay out of the way and mostly kept to the corner of the room. Kinda like Tsugumi. Maybe he's got a relationship with Tsugumi in this one. He already seems to have a relationship with the other one. You looked at the boy and it looked like her face stiffened a little, so does she know something about him that we don't know that we couldn't have found out through the pathway? Or is it just the amnesia thing? Did I ever find out the amnesia thing? I'm not sure.
ほいちゃんね。
So let's ask!
あなたの名前なんていうの？
What is your name? Coco tilted her head as she asked him the question. Ellipses.
僕は
My, ellipses. He looked down. I couldn't figure what he was waiting for.
僕は
Boku. Yes, we know you like bokus. You can go to a library if you really want all those bokus.
誰
Oh, that's a new expression. I guess he's gonna have a lot of those now that, we can actually see him as a sprite. That sounds lower pitched. Am I crazy? That sounds lower pitched than some of the points that he has in the intro. I don't know. I was gonna roll with a higher pitched voice, but nah, I think I still am. But who am I? Ah.
Eh?
Ooh, Tsugumi's actually interested about something. Hmm? What? Oh, and Tsugumi isn't immediately going, oh, you're faking, like she did in the other one. So, I wonder if that's important. Huh? Eh?
覚えてないんだ
I can't remember.
自分の
My...
名前
I don't know my namae. I didn't get my Nami, wallpapers. Only my U wallpapers. Maybe you got amnesia. Hey, there you go. You actually figured something out for once. Retrograde. Amnesia. Refers to memories lost for a certain period of time. It's more common with new memories than with old memories. During the period of memory loss, if the person has no memories at all, it is called complete amnesia. An instance in which some memories can be recalled, it is called partial amnesia. Isn't there also general amnesia? I'm just remembering VLR now, but meh. Generally, amnesia results from trauma to the head, epileptic seizures, mental diseases, and disorders that manifest themselves as memory impairments. When a person has trouble recalling events prior to the impairment, this is called retrograde amnesia. An instance in which memory impairment is significant and continues after consciousness is restored is known as anterograde amnesia. Okay. This is something we didn't get a full summary on in Shonen's Pathway, which is weird, because he was the one with the memory loss. Amnesia caused by inherent mental factors is referred to as organic amnesia. Okay, learning all the types. While that induced by psychological stress is typically known as psychogenetic amnesia. Hysterical amnesia being the most typical example. Holy shit, we're learning all about these things about Shonen in Takeshi's Pathway. So there's retrograde, complete and partial. Then there's anterograde, okay. And psychogenetic, hysterical. This is an affliction in which the victim often cannot recall knowledge pertaining to his or her personal history, such as one's name, history of family, or friends. Wait, So this is an anterograde amnesia then? Referred to as organic amnesia, well, that induced by psychological stress is typically known as psychogenetic, hysterical being the most typical. This is an affliction in which the victim often cannot recall knowledge. This is organic amnesia then? Or are we talking about... I'm not sure which one we're talking about at the moment. Cannot recall knowledge relating to his or her personal history, such as one's name, history, family, or friends. And is often a reaction to incidents too hard to endure. Yeah, like they're trying to mentally escape it because they don't like it. Like the Princess and the Frog scenario where he was escaping because his girlfriend dumped him or something. Question mark. Canon? Headcanon? Maybe for the other pathway? Question mark. Which incite an unconscious desire to escape, forget, or repress these experiences or events. Symptoms do not manifest in any particular way physically, and a person's brain functioning remains normal. People found wandering in this state are often taken in or seek help from authorities, such as the police. Young people in their 20s under severe psychological stress, such as those facing domestic violence or academic problems, marriage or financial difficulties, are the most typical victims. However, this illness can be used as a cover for criminal activities. It can be difficult to detect the difference. Yeah, those jerks always being like, I think I forget. Maybe there is some merit to people people casting doubt onto them, because there always seems to be one non-believer. In the other pathway, that was Tsugumi. Will it still be in this one? We'll find out. This is especially seen in individuals with demonstrative personalities or pathological tendencies to lie. Ooh, neat. I wonder if that's going to come into play. Is he going to be a big fat fucking liar in this pathway? Because in the other pathway, we see his perspective. Granted, in the prologue, we see his perspective, but we saw that evil laugh that in the intro, which was clearly evil, so... But yeah, very interesting. We're getting a lot of insight into fucking amnesia in the pathway where we're not playing as the amnesiac. Normally in a few days or months, or with the help of hypnosis or shock therapy, the memories should return. Complete amnesia can be spurred by retrograde life amnesia. Memories are usually restored gradually, beginning with older ones, and treatment methods include psychiatric care and hypnosis, both narcotic and natural induced. Holy shit. Amnesia?
そうなの。彼は思い出せないのよ。
That's right, he can't remember anything. Wow, did I just think of that in an instant, or did we say that out loud?
脳震盪ではないのですか？
Did you suffer a concussion? Concussion?
どこかでしたたかに頭を打ったのでは？
You may have bumped your head severely somewhere. Yeah, you could have taken a tumble, like when trying to escape. Oh? Does she not believe it? Is she still a non-believer in this pathway? Tsugumi had let loose a nasty snort when I said tumble. Oh, was she laughing?
わからない。何も覚えてないんだ。
I don't know. I don't remember anything.
ねえ、ここはどこなの？
Where is this? We're in Lemur.
レミューっていう海洋テーマパーク。
We're in Lemur, a marine theme park.
レミュー。
Lamai? No, not Lamai, Lemur. Do you even have a hard time saying words? The kid glanced at Coco. Okay. Have we taken to calling him Shonen yet? He tilted his head. Oh, also, it says the kid without capitals. Not yet, at least. Coco was playing rock, paper, scissors with her dog, Pee-Pee. How the fuck does that work? Okay, next stop, sandwich shop! That's great. We moved to a room with a kiosk in it. Thankfully, at least the electric drink dispenser was working. Each person poured the drink they wanted in a paper cup. Okay.
それじゃあ、とりあえずこれからのみんなの無事を祈って乾杯！
For now, let's just make a toast and a prayer to everyone's safety. Okay. The Kanpai is great. Right now, I'm just thinking, okay, I'm remembering in Shonen's Pathway, there was a point where I saw, like, Takeshi was on the screen, and it was very, like, a very random moment, like, that didn't amount to much. Oh, Takeshi's by himself drinking, but he's got, like, 2 cups there, and they never made clear why he had 2 cups. I have to assume, at the time, I thought, oh, is he hanging out with Coco somehow, maybe? At the time, I didn't fully understand that she was, like, his imaginary girlfriend. Not completely imaginary, though. But here, now I'm thinking, what could that have been? Because, like, if on this side, like we're playing as Takeshi, if he's gonna have Mayo as his imaginary girlfriend, is it gonna be some kind of Mayo link? Does he think he's with Mayo, or was he meant to not be with Mayo? Was he meant to think he was with... I don't know. That's just something I'm coming back to now. Like, was he also getting a connection with Coco? We didn't realize it. Maybe throughout this, Shonen might also get a minor connection with Mayo, and we just don't realize it, but only very minor? I don't know. Like, a lot of things I'm coming back to, like small things that I thought would make sense just by playing Takeshi's Pathway, that now I'm questioning, like, will they ever fully make sense? And will they do they fully make sense in Shonens? Like, now I'm just very curious. Anyways. Kanpai! Indeed. Yeah, there's kind of a height pyramid at this point. Short, middle, tall. And Tsugumi, who's like the loner who's never on screen. Back when Mayo was around, her and you were about the same height. I miss Mayo. I like Mayo a lot. In fact, I'd say Mayo's my second favorite character. I'm very looking forward to doing her pathway when that time comes. But I was also hoping that she'd be around in this one. It seems like she's not, at least for the most part. I'm sure she's gonna have some role, considering Coco has a role in the other one. So we'll just see how important Mayo is in this one. Okay then. Cheers. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I was looking forward to a bit of Mayo, but oh well.
Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu. And he's so somber. And Tsugumi, of course, being a bitch as usual. The stirring of events leading to the sudden toast was something like this. String of events. Hey kid, don't you know anything about before? Not even something personal about yourself? What do I know? Oh! Although now I'm remembering how this is what led him into his Gygas mind rape state, so that's definitely never good for him, but is this Shonen responding? What do I know? I'm kinda thirsty. Oh, there you go. That was the reason. Beautiful. The reason aside, we needed a breather, so the timing was good. And this is like way earlier than I think we like discovered. Yeah, like this is everything is happening so much faster in Takeshi's. Is this because I played Shonen's first, or is it coincidence, or oh my gosh? And Takeshi's is listed first, so you'd think most people might go to Takeshi's first, or maybe they wouldn't. But if they do, and this is normally faster, it'd be weird to expand it in the second one. But So what about you? Don't you want a drink? Sora was staring stiffly. We still haven't learned about that. Oh, I thought we were gonna learn. So no, we never did learn about that. You'd think she'd respond.
はい。私、喉が渇きませんから。
No thanks, I'm not thirsty. So you're gonna mention why? Because we've made it pretty clear especially in Takeshi's at this point, and even we start to think like we even think something's up. So how about taking a load off? You've been standing the whole time. Do you know how to sit? Can you sit on a bench at least?
大丈夫です。お気遣いありがとうございます。
I'm fine, but thanks for your concern. Sure, I thought. Sora seemed older than me. She seemed polite and serious. She seemed the typical Japanese woman. That's racist! Prim and proper could be one way of describing Sora. Looked around my surroundings. Yu was next to the kid and chatting with him. Sometimes he would laugh or shake his head weakly. Okay. I could overhear bits of their conversation. They were talking about his memory. So, even still, Yu is hanging out mostly with Shonen. That makes sense, because it seemed like in Shonen's pathway, you can have a relationship kind of with Yu or Mayo. Mayo's not here, so Yu is definitely going to be his main source of comfort. Which begs the question, if Shonen can have a relationship with Mayo, does that mean Takeshi can have a relationship with Coco? No, maybe not. I don't know, that seems a bit weird. Now, 9th grade? Actually, no. That's a bit... the age difference is pretty big, and she looks a lot younger, so I don't think they're gonna go down that road. If anything, I could buy a Coco Shonen relationship much more than a Takeshi Coco one, but it'd be interesting if like Takeshi only gets one relationship and it's just Tsugumi. That's why I'm very curious. I thought maybe he could also get one with Mayo, just like a Shonen can get with Mayo, but if Mayo isn't prominently around, then that wouldn't be possible, so I'm very curious. If Mayo is also Takeshi's imaginary girlfriend, while Coco was Shonen's, then who would my third perspective be if there is one? Because that's what I was thinking. The third eye would be a third playable character, and I thought it'd be Coco if she was the one who was like the rift between the two worlds. But if Mayo also is a rift, then who would be the center point? Oh gosh, I have no idea now. All my theories are going crazy. They're talking about his memory.
おかしなことじゃないよ。
It's not that out of the ordinary.
平気だよ。時間が経てば治るはずだから。
You'll be fine. It'll fix itself in time. Looks like the two of them were drinking orange juice. Tsuyumi was way off from everyone, looking into the distance. I had no idea what she was drinking. Didn't have any idea what she was thinking either. After agonizing over whether to drink apple juice or cocoa, Coco finally decided on both. Of course she did. Wait. Okay, so I guess there's multiple options. It's weird that she's like, oh, I'm gonna choose between apple juice and cocoa. She should totally drink cocoa because her name's Coco, by the way. But there's also orange juice, and they made that clear beforehand, which is a bit weird. Because, I don't know, the way it's worded, I feel like, oh, those are the only two drinks. And that's the way I'm thinking because of the other pathway, where it was nothing but chicken sandwiches. But no, there's multiple drinks, but a lack of sandwiches? We haven't actually brought up the sandwiches yet, though. She proceeded to forget about her drink immediately, and Coco took a hold of Pee-Pee's front legs and started dancing around. That's pretty gross. It was a cute scene. Okay, don't get pedo. I mean, it's a little pedo. You're 20, she's like, what? 16, 15. It's a little pedo. After things had calmed down, you and everyone gathered in front of the kiosk.
これからしばらくレミューの中で過ごさなきゃならないわけだけど、その前に確認しておきたいの。
For a while, it looks like we're gonna have to spend some time in Limu. There are a few things I would like to go over. Oh, we never looked at the life reading. That's another thing. So we don't know if, like, Mayo is hiding around in here. You think Sora would have checked that, though. Mayo's gotta be here somewhere. She's gotta be involved in this pathway some way. It'd be a really big jip if she's not in this one at all. It would also be a really big mindfuck, because we saw a glimpse of, then again, Coco was also kind of a mindfuck, but we saw a glimpse of Mayo in Shonen's pathway, but only a glimpse, in the prologue, I mean, until we got to Shonen's pathway proper, and then we saw her for real. But Coco we saw quite a bit in the prologue, as opposed to Mayo, who we only got a glimpse of, which is why it wasn't quite as much of a shock, I feel. It wouldn't leave you quite as asking in this one, like, who was that girl? What happened to her? Like, that's what you think about Mayo if you play this one first, as opposed to playing the other one first. You'd just be like, oh, so Coco's not here, that's weird. With that said, I'm remembering now, again, there seems to be a really big connection between Mayo and Coco. I'm just noticing this, because Mayo, when Shonen first started imagining Coco, it was when he found Mayo in the elevator. So, what is with that? That's really weird. Mayo and Coco, what's with that connect? Wait a second, now I'm remembering that when, Shonen was having his flashes, he was like, oh, who's that girl? He was thinking about Mayo and Coco. He got flashes of both of them. Is it possible that they're the same person? Or sisters, twins, even. Swiss sisters, or... Okay, here's my thinking. Is it possible that they're the same person, it's just, or rather, their parents are the same people, and who they are depends on various circumstances from before the game, like that are decided by who you pick and whatever, and different crazy things. And when they have their kid, it's either they get Coco or they get Mayo. What's Sara's last name? I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm gonna have to check. I'm coming up on that in editing. Sara's last name. What if it's like Sara Yagami? Because that would be crazy. I'm definitely gonna have to check into that. But regardless, yeah, that's really interesting. What is that gonna be like? What is their connection? Anyways, I would like to go over. Sorry for sidetracking constantly. It's just this is so much stuff to take in, and so many theories I'm crafting all at once.
まず何が起きたのか。
First is what has happened.
そしてこれからどうすればいいのか。
Next is what we should do now.
田中さん、その前者については私からお話ししてもよろしいですか？
I love that happy face that you puts on. It's almost too happy. Would you mind if I address the first of those topics?
ソラ、お願い。
Please do, Sora. Sora stood in front of everyone, held out her arms. Suddenly, a holographic window materialized in the air. I had no idea how the whole system worked, but I figured that it was the same one they had used at the entrance to the park.
それではご説明いたします。
I will explain. This is what she said. 12:45 p.m. Suddenly a blackout occurred, caused unknown. Indeed. Next, the emergency alarms began ringing. The cause of this was also unknown. 12:54 p.m. 9 minutes later. The number 9. 999. The Incel null elevator shifted to its emergency power source. An evacuation order was issued for the entire complex. Employees and visitors evacuated the premises. So is it the same thing with you and Shonen, how they were abandoned, or is it slightly different? At this point, some people panicked and in the confusion opened the emergency corridor to the outside without going through decompression. It's highly probable that they are experiencing serious decompression sickness at this moment. Well, at least they're outside, right? Better than we can say for us. The emergency corridor to the outside was left open for several minutes. Okay, one thought that popped in my mind is, what if this pathway ends on a bad ending? Like, you get good ending as just Shonen, but bad endings as Takeshi. Maybe this is where Tsugumi's prediction about Shonen dying comes into. Maybe he dies at the end of this pathway. Maybe they had a fucked up ending in this pathway, and somehow there was time travel involved, where this Yu goes back in time, and then goes to become the mother of the Yu in the other pathway, and then somehow makes it better, and they have good endings. I don't know, like, these are just my guesses. Anyways, left open for several minutes. 1:03 p.m. The opening of the emergency corridor disrupted the air pressure balance inside the complex, and devices responsible for adjusting the air pressure encountered problems. The complex started automatically pulling in air from the outside. Okay. As a result, the mixture of gas in the complex, designed to maintain 6 atmospheres of air pressure, escaped. Apparently helium, which is lighter than oxygen or nitrogen, leaked out first. The air pressure in the complex dropped to 1 atmosphere, the same as the level outside. 2:39 p.m. The major power source came back online. Lemur, the computer system responsible for overseeing Lemur, rebooted the reset the air pressure adjusted mechanism. Adjustment. Beyond. The air ventilation ducts were closed. However, Lemur was built to saturation diving specifications, meaning that as long as the internal air pressure was the same level or higher than the outside water pressure, it was designed not to collapse, which is why we were safe for so long in the other pathway. Which meant, 2:55 p.m., when the internal air pressure dropped to 1 atmosphere, it became impossible for the external partitions to withstand the external water pressure, causing the glass to crack under the pressure, thus resulting in flooding. Okay. Subsequently, to minimize the damage from the flooding, the emergency watertight doors had automatically shut. Okay. So, this is interesting. I just reread all this just to fully take it in. But, they're giving a full explanation of how the flood happened, which they did not do in the other pathway. When I played as Shonen, as far as I'm aware, they never fully explained how the flood happened. The only things we know that are mysteries are that the blackout, nobody knows what caused it, and also the security alarms went off, and nobody knows why that happened. But after that, people escaped in a panic, which caused some emergency things to go off, and it screwed with some systems and forced the atmosphere down to 1, even though it should have stayed at 6, and that's what caused the flooding. It wasn't somebody who manually caused it. They caused the blackout, and because of certain things, that's what led to the flooding. So that's a clear distinction. That means there's a lot more high chance if they just caused the blackout, which led to the flooding, and they could have escaped before the flooding happened, that it is somebody who specifically caused it. And I was thinking that anyways, but I think this is the first time getting a full explanation of what happened, which means, of course, it could be different than what actually happened in Shonen's pathway, because we did not get a full explanation. But yet another thing we're learning in this pathway that we just did not, or at least didn't for a long time, in Shonen's. In fact, we just didn't in Shonen's. But no, there's a lot of things that not only do we learn sooner in Takeshi's, but we learned period that we did not learn in Shonen, so it's interesting. Which brought us up to speed. Indeed. Ellipses.
館内の現在の状況を正しく把握したいのですが、モニターやセンサーの一部に未だ異常動作の恐れがあります。
I would like to be able to gauge accurately the situation more accurately. However, some monitors and sensors are still not functioning normally.
よって正確なデータが得られないために、このような概要しか述べることができません。
As a result, I can't obtain accurate data and can only provide an outline of the situation. Sorry to ask you the same question again, but the first floor above us is flooded, yeah?
はい。館内管制を行うレミシステムに再度問い合わせましたが、確かです。
Correct. I have requested confirmation from our complex management system, LEMIC, and it has been confirmed. So we can't get out of here?
現在も救助を要請すべく、システムは通信系の回復に全力を挙げています。今しばらくご辛抱を。
Currently, the top priority is requesting assistance, so I'm doing my utmost to get the communication system back online. I must request your patience. Patience accepted, maybe. Although I'm gonna be, I've been being a bit too patient going through this part so far, just because how flustered I am. I've been taking things way too slow. It's an interesting balance. I'm both impatient, but going too slow, which is weird to think. Anyway, Sora bowed her head. I was feeling depressed again. I didn't want to admit it, but we were in deep trouble.
まあ、ひとまず助けを待つしかないってことでしょ。
But you is still energetic. Yay, you! All we can do for now is just wait for help, right? Anyways, see you guys next time on Let's Play Ever 17 The Out of Infinity Blind. Holy shit, so many holy shits in this part. Oh my god, they're very different, and there's so many things that are just making me go in my mind, and this is what I wanted. This is everything I had hoped for. Oh, this is amazing. See you guys next time. Bye.